Hey, how's it going guys? I'm Paradoxic, and we are back with more reactions for Avatar, The Last Airbender, this time on to episode number 6 of Season 2. Last time, we had a very misleading Avatar Day, a festival that was actually designed to do nothing but slander the Avatar, and all incarnations for something that the townspeople kind of thought that only Kyoshi did. Kyoshi having apparently apparently killed their leader Chin the Great, who was really just a conqueror. He came along and barged into territory where he wasn't welcome, and he demanded his own kind of stay and his own control, and then Kyoshi decided to split the island off into separate sections and everything. So then they thought Chin the Great had been killed by Avatar Kyoshi, and stuff, just chaos ensued from there. So then they created Avatar Day to try and slander her, and then to slander Roku, the one who came after her, and then to slander Aang too. They actually even built like a giant kind of giant statue for him, and then it was all flat, it was all highly flammable. So they had some guy just running through with a flaming torch to burn it all down. So then the entire episode we had Katara and Sokka, so Sokka turning into Detective Sokka and him working so hard to actually be the one who came to those dramatic and stylish conclusions, but then both of them working to actually try and exonerate Aang from his own prison and everything. But I mean, the guy who ran the town, they didn't really have the most legitimate or kind of trustworthy kind of justice system. It was just like like whatever he says goes, and whatever he says actually goes in the end. So he has to so Aang has to go through whatever punishment that he gave. But then luckily Aang and the group saved the town from bandits in the end, so they managed to win their good graces and rebrand and remodel Avatar Day to be what it was actually supposed to be. So it was fun in that sense. We had some Avatar fun and some nice kind of history to Kyoshi and what she did and what she fought for and everything. So that was cool. So there was that, and then we had Zuko and Iroh as well. They were just kind of Zuko was still kind of stealing stuff as the Blue Spirit and trying to keep him and his uncle fed and trying to keep them well kind of maintained and everything. But then Iroh just wasn't really kind of pleased with that. He was trying to teach Zuko to be better and to actually try and find some kind of silver lining or some kind of positivity from their newfound life and poverty and everything. So then after that, I think Zuko just kind of decided that he actually needed to actually go on his own and actually go his own way for a while and try and discover things for himself and try and think for himself and everything. So then he bid his uncle a very temporary farewell, and then so Iroh and Zuko parted ways. So I'm very curious to see exactly what kind of things that Zuko might get up to and what he might see and how enlightened he might become at the end of all this and what new path he might set out to discover, and hopefully actually him being on the way to actually finally dropping his father's love and everything and the quest to try and please his father, and maybe even actually learning a thing or two about the Avatar and actually seeing what Aang's like on the inside and seeing what good he actually does, and maybe even actually reevaluating his entire life as like a prince of the Fire Nation too. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where this journey actually takes him. So yeah, I guess we'll see. So on to episode number 6 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. On to the reaction, and as you guys will know, the reaction to this one will just be the fair use version with highlights and the best bits, but the full-length version, for those of you who want that, will be over on Patreon, so you can go check that out over there. That'll be just as cool. But yeah, on to Avatar: The Last Airbender, season 2, episode 6. Let's go.
I really do like it.
Then you should get it. You deserve something nice.
I do.
A new bag. Oh.
No, it's too expensive. I shouldn't.
Oh, this is me.
Then
This
go.
is me almost whenever I'm window shopping. This is me almost always when I'm window
I'm gonna
shopping.
get it.
You kids like earthbending? You like throwing rocks? Then check out Master Yu's Earthbending Academy.
Oh, Master Yu's Earthbending
There's a
Academy.
coupon on the back.
That's a hell of a promotion. Like, hey kid, you like earthbending? Want to know how to throw some rocks? Join Master Yu.
Now strike as if you're punching through your opponent's head.
Ooh, whoa. At least you went for the abs
Are
and
you
not
ready to
the
commit
head.
to more lessons?
Excuse me, but where is this earthbending tournament exactly?
It's on the island of Nunya.
Nunya business.
Oh, I gotta remember that one.
Really, Sokka? I'm surprised Sokka doesn't know that one already.
I don't need a new bag. Why'd you let me buy this?
Oh god. Oh well, hey, it's
You
a
ready to
great
find
bed
your
for
earthbending
Momo.
teacher? Because we're going to Earth Rumble 6.
Oh
How'd you get them to tell you?
jeez.
Oh, a girl has her ways.
Oh, that's so cool. A girl does have her ways. A girl does indeed have her ways. Oh, I love you, Katara.
Just knock the other guy out of the ring, and you win.
That's simple. Just knock the other guy out of the ring. So it's kind of like sumo wrestling, or like any other form of, nearly any other form of fighting. The big bad hippo. With 4 teeth. Oh wow.
You may be big.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, he's jumping. He's literally jumping through the air. Oh, he's slanting the boulder. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a good comeback.
He's just listening to his big muscles. What do you think, Sokka?
He's enjoying himself. Yeah.
Fire.
Fire Nation. The Fire Nation man. Whoa, Fire Nation people are allowed in this? Is it not an earthbending tournament? Fire versus Earth, is that allowed for this?
My flame burns for thee.
Oh, I'm sure Ozai's pleased.
No, please.
I really don't think this is a safe place for Fire Nation people, dude. Yeah. Oh.
The boulder knows how to put the hurt in.
The moment you've all been waiting for. The boulder versus the blind.
The Blind Bandit. Is that a kid? That's a kid. The Blind Bandit is a kid.
It's just part of her character, right? I think she is.
I don't know. Her eyes are all grayed out. I think her eyes are all grayed out.
To me, like you're scared, Boulder.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
The boulder's over his conflicted feelings, and now he's ready to bury you in a rock-a-land.
Oh, rock her.
Whenever you're ready, the pebble.
Oh, is she the girl? The Blind Bandit. She's the girl from Aang's vision. And okay. Oh, she's gonna be like Daredevil. She's gonna be like Daredevil, actually. Oh, echolocation. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, she's gonna be like Daredevil, but an earthbender. Oh, that is so cool. I love her already. She's like Daredevil, but an earthbender. Oh, the splits is not for everyone. The splits isn't for everyone. Oh.
Your winner and still the champion, the blind.
That was well earned. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
How did she
The ultimate champion. She must be.
waited and listened?
She waited and listened. Oh, she's the master. She is the earthbending master.
It's a little more interesting.
Avenge the boulder.
Avenge the
Do
You wanna?
people really want to see 2 little girls fighting out here?
No.
I don't really want to fight you.
Boo! No talking.
Don't boo it.
Shut up, soccer. Oh, yeah. Is he gonna use airbending? He just floats himself across. He just floats across.
his feet. Where'd you go?
Where'd you go? Oh, he's being quiet too. He's actually being quiet. Yeah, Air versus Earth. Oh, he defeated. He defeated her.
Whoever you are, just leave me alone.
Oh, he actually defeated her. Oh, God. I really don't think defeating her was the answer here, right? Oh, God. Oh.
Way to go, champ.
Oh, fucking sucker.
Now I'm really glad I bought this bag. It matches the belt perfectly.
Oh, now you're glad,
Big
huh?
relief.
Well, a flying boar is the symbol of the Bei Fong family.
Bei
The richest
Fong.
people in town. Probably the whole world.
Flying boar is good enough for me. Let's check it
Flying bull.
Yeah, you better leave.
Hey, got my eye on you.
Water tribe.
Wanna try?
I'm telling you, she must have took a dive and split the money with the kid.
Oh, now they think they're working together.
Nobody cheats Shinfu.
Shinfu, oh no. Yeah.
What are you doing here, Twinkle Toes?
Yeah, she's
How'd you
definitely
know it was
here.
me?
Don't answer to Twinkle Toes. It's not manly.
You're the one whose bag matches his belt.
Uh,
How did you find me?
Toph, what happened?
I
Toph.
thought I heard someone. I got
Toph.
scared.
but I want to be sure she's not trying anything too dangerous.
Absolutely not. I'm keeping her
Private
at the beginner's
lessons.
level. Basic forms and breathing exercises only.
For
Very good.
earthbending? Because if that's so, then she's way past the basics on earthbending.
The Avatar.
Oh, oh wow, the Avatar's here. Oh boy, yeah. No.
He's been teaching Toph since she was little.
Then she must be a great earthbender. Probably good enough to teach someone else.
Ooh.
Toph is still learning the basics.
Because of her blindness, I don't think she will ever become a true master.
Oh, you have no fucking clue.
Oh,
You have
I'm
no
sure
clue what
she's
she's
better
capable
than you
of.
think she
Yeah,
is.
she is. Oh, he's one hungry boy. Oh, I love how innocent she is after all of that. Oh.
What's your problem? What's your problem? I see with earthbending. It's kind of like seeing with my feet.
That's really
I feel the
cool.
vibrations in the earth, and I can see where everything is.
Hmm.
You, that tree, even those ants.
It's a vibration. It's like echolocation then. Yeah, literally
Amazing.
getting a vision
My
for where
parents don't
everything is.
understand. You could come with us. Yeah. You guys get to go wherever you want. No one telling you what to do. That's the life. It's just not my life. We're being ambushed.
Oh, ambushed? By who? By a nation? No? Oh no, the Shinfu, yeah. The master of the tournament. Whoa!
If you want to see your daughter again, bring 500 gold pieces to the arena. It's signed Shin Fu and the boulder.
I can't believe it. I have the boulder's autograph!
This boy,
Master
this
Yi,
child,
I need
this
you to help me
fool.
get my daughter back.
I
We're
just
going
can't.
with you.
I can't with him sometimes.
Here's your money. Now let them go.
Oh, they're gonna do a separate price for Aang. Separate price for Aang.
I think the Fire Nation will pay a hefty price for the Avatar.
No, you.
Now, get
Oh.
out of my ring.
God damn it. Oh god. Even Mole Man, even they got a freaking Mole Man.
I'll be okay.
She is blind and tiny and helpless and fragile.
Oh.
She cannot help you.
Yes, I can.
You show him, Toph. You show him, Toph. You show him.
Wait.
Yeah, wait, listen, and do your, yeah, sonar earthbending. Oh god, I love it, I love it. I love it. Oh. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Yeah, it's a lot more than basics. It's a lot more than the basics. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, oh. Oh. There we go. Yeah, one down. Oh. Oh. She is the fucking best. Toph is the absolute best. Oh. Oh my god. She can hear everything. Oh, all three of them. All three of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Nice one. Nice one. Oh, she is just. Oh, oh, jeez. Yeah. Soccer is a mood. Soccer is a freaking mood.
I love fighting. I love being an earthbender.
You're great at
And
both.
I'm really, really good at
You're
it.
great at
I
both.
know I've kept my life secret from you, but I'm 12 years old and I've never had a real friend.
She's 12? Jesus, okay, she's 12.
So now that you see who I really
Oh.
am,
I've let you have far too much freedom. From now on, you will be cared for and guarded 24 hours a day.
but Dad!
We are doing this for your own good, Toph.
Please
Did
escort
you
the
not see the
Avatar
way
and
she
his friends
handled herself out there?
no longer.
Oh, she's crying.
Don't worry. We'll find you a teacher.
Oh, Toph.
Toph!
Toph?
What are you doing here? My dad changed his mind. He said I was free to travel the world.
He did?
We better get out of here before your dad changes his mind again.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Doesn't sound too much like
You're gonna
him.
be a great teacher,
but-
Toph.
Okay.
Speaking of which, now we're even. I'll take the belt back.
Oh yeah, that belt is hers, Sokka. That belt is hers. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, the belt is. I think the belt is metal, so she wouldn't be able
I
to sense
believe
that.
you have
Yeah.
a comment. The Avatar has kidnapped my daughter. I want you to do whatever it takes to bring her home.
Wait, what? Excusez-moi? So did she just run away then? So she just ran away then? Did she just run away? Oh, she must just run away. Damn. Damn, so that was a fun one. That was a very fun one. Nice new character introduction in this episode, and a very fun kind of adventure overall. So we had the Earth-bending tournament known as Earth Rumble 6, which I think somehow even Firebenders, Firebenders can enter, but they will definitely be booed to Kingdom Come, and then promptly Earthbended to Kingdom Come, as well, even though that's the Fire Nation move, but they will probably be Earthbended to Kingdom Come. And everything, so that they can go in, but they just won't be supported in the slightest. So the Fire Nation man learned that the hard way. But yeah, so then resuming the search for the earthbending master that Aang has to find, that would actually wait and listen first and teach him about. I think that one was the that was the neutral Jing. So yeah, it turned out to not be an actual kind of grown adult teacher that was qualified or anything like that, but it actually turned out to be Toph, the blind bandit, Toph, a young blind girl who has I think it's saying that she's mastered the art of earthbending is somehow both an understatement, and it's also like the very least you can say about her abilities. I love her so much. One episode and I would die for her. I would die for Toph. She can handle herself so well. She's just so so sure of herself, so confident, and she's like, I think she definitely kind of growing up in like an environment where she's constantly underestimated and coddled, and she doesn't even feel like she can be open either, because I think she definitely kind of did feel like she was afraid of how her parents would react if they knew what she was really capable of, and also what she was really doing. So there was that, but her abilities, it's like she's like unlocked like levels of earthbending that like other people just don't even know how to just take for granted pretty much. It's like with her, she's basically like the Daredevil. She's essentially like the Daredevil of the Avatar universe. Even like with her being born blind, she's still like her other senses are pretty much heightened too, and especially her hearing too, especially her hearing, her touch, like her feeling the vibrations of the earth and everything. Like she has like that kind of sonar vision and everything. Literally, like as soon as someone makes even the slightest move, like those vibrations, she just like But I think even in her case, there's like it's not a sense of like actual radioactivity or anything actually enhancing her other senses, like enhancing her other senses. So it's literally her having trained herself, like she's learned the basics from the master that her parents hired for her, but then she herself has actually trained herself to actually increase and focus her other senses to be able to do that. Like so, her sense of smell, her touch, her hearing, like everything else. Like she's actually actually self-taught. Like she's actually self-taught herself. Self-taught herself. She's learned to enhance those senses to be able to absolutely master the element of earth to the utmost efficiency and the utmost kind of precision and everything. And she just like she doesn't even get hit once. Besides from the one with Aang, she did not get hit once. She did not get hit once by any of the other earthbenders or anything. So she knows how to expertly maneuver herself across her own environment and to actually study her environment and to learn from her opponents and everything. So she's just like one of the best, easily one of the best combatants we've seen so far. And it's like she just absolutely knows how to utilize her environment to her own advantage and everything. And she just forces her opponents to play her game. Like she's like, I don't care what move you're doing, I'm doing my moves, and I know for a fact, because of that they will, like she utilizes her entire environment, and she uses her own enemies' movements against them. So like any literal move you want to make, I can counteract it just like that. So yeah, she's amazing. She is incredible. And she's yeah, I think it's just seeing the environment she was raised into, like her parents kind of like she was born blind, and then from that day on her parents thought that she was just kind of not ready for the world, or not really prepared for like the rest of the world. And she's like, I think this is also the first time we've actually seen a bender with that. I feel like it might be the first time we've seen a bender with like with an impairment of some kind. Like I think I'm not specifically recalling any other benders we've seen like that. I think like anyone who's, I think I vaguely remember there being one bender who had actually lost like a few limbs or something. I think I vaguely remember there being a bender in one of the episodes who actually lost their limbs, but they were still able to actually bend elements. I think it was like a while. I think it was definitely back in season 1. I think it could only be back in season 1. I'm only in season 2 now. But I do vaguely remember like that being a thing, like a bender of one of the elements who actually lost like a few of their limbs or all of their limbs or something, and they or at least like their arms or something, or sort of something, and then but they could actually still flawlessly bend one of the elements. I can't remember which element it actually was, but it was one of them. So probably not the first time. But I think with this, I think with that one, I think it was more like a passing thing too. It was actually just like them just being like a guest character for like one episode. But with this one, based on the ending, we've seen Toph is actually joining the team, so that's actually really cool. But yeah, I think even with hers, it's like with hers, like I think even with the other one, I think the other bender might have actually just still been able to do basic kind of actual still impressive, but still kind of basic bending, even with their own impairment. But with this one with Toph, like she's actually used hers to her advantage, and actually she's like, oh, I can't see, oh, that's just too bad, I'll just use my hearing and whoop your ass that way. She just she uses everything else at her disposal to the max ability. So yeah, Toph is great. Toph is just supreme. So yeah, but she definitely does feel coddled by her parents, especially I think especially actually like coming from that background too, like being like the Beifongs are like the richest family possibly in the world, and they have like a flying boar and everything. I really wish I could have seen like the flying boar meeting Arpa as well, like the flying boar and the flying bison, like them just kind of like swirling or doing like flying around in the air and playing with each other or something. That would have been cool. But I don't know if they actually have a flying boar. Like the flying boar is the actual house kind of the house crest or like the house sign or something. That's like I think whether or not they have a flying boar is still kind of up for clarification, but their kind of house symbol is the flying boar itself. So that much we know. And yeah, coming from the richest family, I think they have the money to pay for like private tutors and everything, and somehow private tutors who are still only teaching her the basics. I mean, because I do wonder how long she's had this teacher. So then I wonder if maybe like even after seeing that she's actually mastered the basics already, then maybe it's already time to maybe it's already time for her to move on. Unless the parents said only the basics for now, only that, because that's all she can handle. But then I think especially the way that the dad described her in the end, like, oh, she's not like a master earthbender, she's fragile and fearful, and she's she's helpless and she can't do this and that. She's blind. She's like that entire kind of description was what pretty much knocked Toph over the edge at the end. And it's like, no, now it's time to show you what I can really do and what you've never seen me do before. Now it's time for her to actually display her full-on characteristics and her full-on power set. So and show off she did like that final battle. She went in and she made that entire arena her biatch. She made all those tournament champions her biatches, and she made the entire arena her biatch. So Toph is not to be trifled with unless you want to be knocked on your ass in 2 seconds flat with her powers. So she is formidable. She's formidable, and I really can't wait to see how she actually gets on with the rest of the team and seeing how she does. And yeah, I think she's only 12 years old too. I think that must put her only slightly younger than Aang. I think that must put her only like slightly younger than Aang. So I think her and Aang would be around the same age range too. So it's gonna be interesting seeing like two pretty much teenage kind of benders, like seeing how they kind of cooperate from here on out and how they actually kind of how they blend together and how they actually kind of do things. And now she's the one. She waits and listens. She is the one with the neutral Jing and stuff. So seeing her training Aang will be a really fun kind of fun montage to see in the future too, and seeing how that journey goes. And now to think they got Toph now like a new addition to the crew, so now they've essentially got the Fantastic Four. Now they essentially have the Fantastic Four and the additional duo of Momo and Appa, so it should be very fun. It should be very fun. I am very excited to see exactly where Toph's journey takes them all from here on out, and seeing how she actually adapts to the team and adapts to the new world too. She even had she talked about how she dreamed of having the life they had of exploring and traveling and no one telling them what to do and having that kind of freedom and everything. So Toph's gonna fit right in. She's gonna fit right in. So yeah, that should be fun. And I think something it honestly reminds me of, like, because I think especially because Avatar, it incorporates a lot of like Asian culture and Asian subculture into it, like with the visuals, with the character kind of styles, the choices, the kind of celebrations, the clothes, the food, and everything. It's a very kind of like Asian kind of cultured kind of show. So with this one, I think especially with like martial arts too. Like martial arts are incorporated into each and every kind of elements fighting style, like earth and air, fire and water. Like they all have their own kind of movements and their own ways of fighting and their own kind of offensive and defensive techniques too. And honestly, what this reminded me of, especially what Toph's fighting reminded me of, like her stance, her way of moving her foot around, and her way of actually analyzing, actually using her environment and actually doing that kind of stuff, and especially like her physical positioning and maneuvering. It reminded me of like watching Shang-Chi and seeing the way Zhang Li actually fought, seeing the way Shang-Chi's mother actually fought. When we I think his fighting could easily be compared to like the Fire Nation, and how they're very, very offensive first and strike first and very, very heated and very, very kind of fast and like hard in their strikes, and then whereas Zhang Li's one is like her actually using her environment, being swift and smooth and defensive, and just kind of like not directly attacking, but still actually counterattacking and being defensive and everything, and like especially like the way she positions herself and draws her foot back and uses those moves. I actually like even in the moment watching Toph fight, I was like, oh, like that kind of movement and that kind of positioning actually feels really familiar. So I think actually like them, not to say it's exclusive to Shang-Chi, but then like that kind of style too, like that kind of technique and movement felt very familiar and very similar. And I think it actually kind of highlights the way that Toph moves, and it's like it's not her. Yeah, I think they wanted to highlight the fact that she waits and listens. Ergo, she is the master that the Aang needs. I said Aang. I swear to God, I said Aang. The Aang needs to actually learn earthbending the way that Boomy recommended. So then, because of that, I feel like I think that was what they were trying to highlight. But I think overall, it just it's a great way to establish the fact that Toph is I think and again, like Toph has been kind of raised in this world where she kind of has been told that it's dangerous, and people kind of she has been told that people are dangerous and they strike first, and they wouldn't hesitate to use her own impairment against her. So then she. I think she definitely adapts to that, but then I think she still kind of comes up with a way that actually works for her, and then she actually uses that and actually improves upon that in a way that people can't beat her, that she can't be defeated. And I think it's because of the fact that she actually has worked to improve that in a way that she definitely overpowers other people within, and then people definitely underestimate her because she's blind and think, oh, because she can't see, that means that she fights less, or she fights in a much more kind of defective way or something. But then with her, it's she literally uses everything she has in her environment and everything to her advantage. So I think just seeing that kind of movement, seeing that kind of technique in action, just felt very fluid and really kind of really kind of unique to her, and it felt like something she had actually kind of been practicing for so long. They actually just felt fluid and natural to her, and actually seeing it in action just kind of reminded me a bit of what I saw in Shang-Chi, but also just actually seeing different styles being used in each kind of character, and seeing each character using stuff that's either unique to them or actually relative to their kind of elemental nation. It was really cool to seeing seeing all the other tournament champions using their own kind of hard hitting strikes, and using trying to just all of them essentially trying to crush her and trying to beat her using hard brute force and everything, and then her just actually using much more fluid and much more much smoother techniques to actually kind of move around her environment and move around her enemies, and actually using those kind of, and actually like actually using like a mixture of using her own kind of rising platforms and rising kind of and like moving platforms and rocks and like half the time even actually just like slingshotting her own enemies, boulders and rocks back towards them, and like that final fight scene too, like one after the other, they all just kind of keep landing in the same spot, and eventually they all just land on top of each other, and like as soon as one guy gets up, oh yeah, but another guy comes down. In the final one, like three of them get up and are ready to get back into the fight, and then oh yeah, there's three more. The last three come cracking down upon them, so that was fun. But yeah, doing it just like seeing Toph's kind of actual movement style in action definitely reminded me of that kind of stuff. So that was cool. That was really cool. But yeah, and then the ending. So then, initially, we definitely saw the father saying that, oh, like the father saying like, oh, we've given you too much freedom, and now we've seen just how much trouble you've gotten into. So now you must be protected and cared for and monitored at all times to make sure you don't go out doing that stuff anymore. And everything. So then that happens, and then the Avatar and his friends were banished, and then that happened, and then literally 5-10 seconds later, she just comes running up the hill and says, "Oh yeah, my dad changed his mind. I can go traveling and do all sorts of free stuff with you guys now." So then that definitely then caught me off guard, and it definitely had me skeptical. Like like after all that, at least even if that were to happen, like the least they would have done to make it believable was that show us what happened. So then. Because then I imagine oh maybe like even if that was like I thought maybe even if that did happen or no like I figured even even if she said that then the truth would be revealed that she ran away and the guards ran away, so they just had to quickly kind of fly off and go on. So then if that was the case, then maybe the father's little twist at the end would have made more sense. But no, we actually saw her actually flying off peacefully and with no interruptions and no threat and no imminent threat on the way. But then the scene cuts back and the father's actually giving I think Shu Fin, his name was the host. I forgot to write his name down. The host of the tournament. Him and some other guy like he was actually giving them hundreds of pieces of gold to actually put a bounty on the Avatar's head because the Avatar apparently kidnapped his daughter now. So he's put. I think so. Then I'm thinking either he did do it, but then he did it in a way that he could actually get the Avatar back and hand him over to the Fire Nation or something, or Toph actually ran away, but then the father might think that he snuck back in and actually kidnapped Toph and then convinced her to run away with him. So then now he's apparently kidnapped her and everything. So either way, the father did a bit of a twist, and he's put a bounty on the Avatar's head. So now Shu Fin and the other guy and anyone else they might gather are now going to be doing their own little manhunt for the Avatar. So that'll be less fun. But now at least Toph's with the team. So she can get up to all sorts of hijinks with them and showcase more of her awesome earthbending abilities and actually get up to some good training montages and sessions with Aang and have some fun with him. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really fun seeing them go forward with her. So yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much all I've got. I think besides from introducing Toph and actually showcasing her abilities and showcasing her as this big new character joining the team, didn't really feel like it focused on like a whole lot else. But it was still a super fun episode. So really, really great meeting Toph, and can't wait to see where they take her in the coming episodes and how their journey continues in that sense, actually mastering Earth now. So that should be fun to watch. And also like if they run into Zuko again, then Zuko and Toph should have some really interesting kind of back and forths and stuff. And I think just overall the back and forth she has with the rest of the team should be fun too. So yeah, and I noticed and Sokka's dropping the belt on her too. I think I wondered if she actually might move out of the way or if she might actually catch it first hand, but then she didn't. And then I was like, oh, but the belt is actually metal. So I think metal. I don't know if we've actually met. I think metal isn't actually metal is not is not an element they can actually bend, because I think metal. I think like stuff. Some metals can be mined. I think like from ores and stuff. I think for the most part, metal isn't really classified as an element, or at least like an element they can bend. So that way with that one, she couldn't really she couldn't really sense too much of the vibrations, because I think most of the vibrations she can actually sense are from the earth itself. So like from the trees, the animal, like the ants, like the bugs and insects and animals actually traveling on the earth too, like on leaves and plants and everything. And then so I think like the vibrations of the earth itself and also things traveling on the earth are what she senses. So then yeah, like stuff traveling through the air like that, she can't really kind of sense that, so then the belt just kind of landed very swiftly on her head. So yeah, metal, her one weakness so far. So yeah, but I'm sure she can, like just one belt, so I'm sure she can, like dodge that in the future very easily. But yeah, that is pretty much all I've got from this one. So that was fun. That was very fun. So that was Avatar: The Last Airbender, Season 2, Episode 6. So thank you guys, as always, so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment on what you thought of the episode and what you think is coming up next time on Avatar: The Last Airbender. Once again, the full-length reaction will be available on Patreon, so you can go check that out over there. And yeah, that is it. So, I will see you guys next time.